Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim, and this is Tyler. How are you doing today, Tyler? I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I'm kind of annoyed. Um, it's incredible. Not incredible. It's not incredible. In fact, it's actually quite infuriating. So the webcam that I'm trying to use isn't working. So I've had to resort to some janky setup where I have my phone clipped to the back of my seat, and it's being propped up by by my safety vest. So it's oh, I love it. Spending 2 days to try and figure out why this thing isn't working. So for anyone that doesn't know, I have an Asus laptop, or we have an Asus laptop. It's an Asus webcam, and it's choppy as fuck. So I'm literally broadcasting off of my phone. So, and it's really cool. I have the computer comes through this one, so I can hear what's being displayed on the computer. And then this one is so I can actually talk. Isn't it incredible? I love technology. It's just plug and play. No, you don't have to do anything. Oh, you have problems? We don't know. We don't know how to solve it because we don't have any fucking software. But what also makes things even cooler, so GiveSendGo, actually I should say, the Ontario government, in its infinite wisdom, has threatened, actually got a court order to stop the GiveSendGo money from going to the truckers.
Are you flipping kidding me?
Oh, and GiveSendGo, they didn't take it lying down.
Oh, thank you.
And also we're going to talk about, so there's a pretty sweet video of the newest shit show that is HBO, and saying that black people are good, white people are bad, and more racism. If 2022 is anything, it's going to be the year of division of racism, more than 2020, which is incredible because cities were on fire. So I don't know.
Which is funny. I was
WestJet.
actually kind of hoping that with 2022 coming in and with what the truckers are doing right now, it's bringing unity and bringing us together again, considering exactly the past year has been, oh, if you're this color, you're bad. If you're white, you're bad, and all this other shit. Like, it's just filled with so much hate and so much racism that I was really hoping that things would finally start coming back together and people would start coming back together. But apparently we're
No.
still got a bunch of dick bags. Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So WestJet has also is also asking the government to lift some restrictions because they're tanking. They're losing a lot of money. ESPN. So Project Veritas had released a video of an expose regarding ESPN. ESPN sports. That's their whole thing. Sports. Ooh, and they dove feet first, head first into racism. So that's really cool. I wanted to look at. So everyone was saying that. Well, I shouldn't say everyone. Mainstream media is saying that these protests are violent and all this type of stuff. So we're gonna take a look and see, are they actually violent, and what are the counter protesters doing? I'm gonna bury the lead a little bit. It's the the counter protesters are actually the ones causing a lot of the problems. But
Shocking.
yeah. Okay, so I guess before we get into everything, of course, we're on YouTube for the time being. We're always on Rumble and Spotify, or on Facebook. We're all over the place on social media. It's always on We're Offended or some derivative of We're Offended, You're Offended. Share it with your friends if you like it, if you learned something new, if we made you laugh or we made you cry or we made you mad. So yeah, smash the like button, hit the Rumble button, leave us a rating on Spotify, share us with your friends. let's get into this first shit show. So this was a video that came from, oh God. So this was like a trailer for the new Showtime hit.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be all white.
You heard that right. Not everything's gonna be all right. White. Yeah, everything's gonna be
Yeah.
all white. So
All right.
grab your drinks and
So
buckle up.
we'll play a little bit of it, and we'll give our opinions on it, because this is all right. Fire it up.
I think what annoys me most about white people is when they pretend like they're the victim.
Isn't that incredible? We already came out of the gate.
What is fragile about whiteness?
Oh, it's always pretty bad when white people are killing black people. Let's not address the problem of the most people that kill black people. Can you take a guess? Just take one guess. I'll give you one guess. The people that kill black people the most. I'll give you one for free. It's not white people. No, what's your guess? Leave it in the comments. What do you think? Who do you think commits the most crime against black people?
I know the answer.
All right. I'll give everyone a second. Black people. Black people commit the most crime against black people. But let's just say it's white people. Yeah, let's continue. All right.
Multiple times.
14 seconds in, and I already want to fucking start a shotgun. 14 seconds in. All right.
Put up a TCBY yogurt or something. Everybody can get behind.
The truth has to be told about history.
We have to make sure that
it's just a bunch of white lies. Oh, please don't hit my semi. I'll be super pissed if you hit my semi. Don't you fucking dare. All right, there's a gentleman backing up, or possibly a woman. I don't know. Maybe if they're black, they're probably going to hit my car or hit my semi.
Well, especially if they see you're white. You're donezo.
Yeah. And then I just go, no. I'm Aboriginal. I'm Aboriginal. Don't. I'm one of you guys, just the Canadian version.
Without the drum.
Or the
feathers.
Or the crack pipe. Or the... Anyways. All right, carry on.
There's always hope. You know what I'm saying? We don't give up.
Oh, man. Isn't this incredible? Yes, I totally agree.
It's a wild place, y'all. It's a wild place. I know Harriet and Frederick be up there just like, what is they gonna do?
Should white people today feel any responsibility for slavery? No. No, absolutely not. We didn't do it.
Yeah, that
Maybe
was
our ancestors of ancestors. In fact, a lot of people that are in North America weren't even in North America when this happened. You also fought potentially one of the bloodiest wars because of it. Potentially. There are, and there were, other reasons. But, okay. Yeah, all right. Everyone knows that.
The video is done on our side. Because when you were talking, I didn't know you paused it, and it kept going a little bit, so, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It's incredible to see. It's incredible to see. Oh, was Jesus white or black? Who cares? Like, it's an incredible thing to see the amount of division, the victimhood. It's just constantly, and this is something that is perpetuated consistently. It's not your fault you're suffering. It's someone else's fault. So, me as the government, let me, even though I've torn up your cultures, even though I've destroyed your neighborhoods, let me create the problem and let me solve it.
So there is a part right in the very beginning here. I'm just going to play this just one more time, just the very beginning part here. Now, let's pretend that the person sitting in the chair saying this is actually a white person saying it about a black person. Okay?
That
Listen.
Rachel Dolezal?
It's at 4 seconds in. I have
Is
no
that
idea.
Rachel Dolezal?
I don't know. But let's just for 1 minute, let's just
That
make believe.
fucking bitch. She put tanner on that dark. She's white.
Okay. Anyway, so let's listen to this again.
Is when they pretend like they're the victim.
So when she said there, what I hate about white people is when they pretend they're the victim.
Yeah.
Really?
And then immediately says we're the victim.
I mean, literally, like, I cannot believe, honestly, that something like this is even going to be on TV. Like, it's literally creating more division. We're supposed to be trying to create a world of equal. Everybody is treated as equals. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. So now you're going to make a show about why you hate white people? Are you kidding me?
Well, what I love, and this is what gives me such joy. There are some things that I don't like getting enjoyment out of the suffering and the pain of someone else. 2.4 million views, 1,700 likes. I wish, and this is one thing. So YouTube took the dislike ratio away because it hurt their creators' feelings, which I don't understand because you can't see it, but apparently the creator can still see it. So if they're trying to get rid of the anxiety of people not liking something, why can the creator see it and the general public cannot?
Well,
I
which
mean,
is also cute. They turned off the comments too. They're like, no,
Oh,
no, no.
yeah.
We don't want to hear the bad shit that you're about to say. No.
I just want to.
Was that same with that
Okay,
stupid Seth Rogen Christmas movie thing or show or whatever the hell it was with Sarah Silverman that we put on our podcast that one day? I can't even remember what the hell it was called.
Stupid.
Something dumb.
Yeah. Just so I guess this is in conjunction with Black History Month because nothing says black people like victims,
Well,
like perpetuating a victimhood
and not
kind of
only
world.
that, like, okay, I am all for people of other races. I don't care what color you are, but you want to have Black History Month. You'd think that you would be talking about, the people who have inspired you, the people who have conquered, the people who inventors and persevered, all these heroes. You think you'd want to be actually like discussing those and bringing those to the forefront, not creating a show that's talking about how much you hate a different race. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at their Twitter, Showtime's Twitter about this.
Oh, yeah?
They got ratioed pretty hard. A lot of comments on it, not a lot of likes.
I wonder why. Like, honestly, this is literally a show about racism. That's what it is.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
not a show about how somebody else was treated out of racism. It's literally poking fun at another race and discriminating against another race to make your point. And that's not okay. I don't care what race you are. That's not okay. It's not okay for white people to do it to other races. It's not okay for other races to do it to white people or anybody else.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong because black people can't be racist.
Yeah, yes, they
It's
can.
a scientific fact.
Mm-mm.
No, it's a scientific fact. They said so, so it must be true.
No, I'm sorry.
Black
Any
people
race of
can't be
person.
racist.
Oh yeah, they can. Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta close this.
Any race of
Oh,
person
fucking
who
cheat
dislikes
myself.
another race or is going to sit there and, you know, poke fun at them, call them names, stuff like that. Yeah, sorry. I don't care what race you are. It's racist.
Not according to them, but that's kind of the circular logic, the mental gymnastics you have to do to be a professional victim. I didn't, if I would have known just whining and complaining was like the way to become famous. God damn.
Right? We should have started bitching a long time ago or making those dumb videos of making stupid noises. And, whoa, guys,
Yeah.
check out this. Let's try and, squirt my microphone. Yeah, we should do that.
Is that
was lotion. Yeah. Lube. I'm just kidding. It was lotion.
Well, to be fair, never mind.
To anybody who may be wondering what is with this microphone, if you have seen this weird shape. Okay, so my awesome neighbor gave me this really cool microphone because I was just using my headset microphone before. But it was picking up a lot of noise around. So we put a sock on it. Literally. So that's why it looks really kind of funny. It's just a sock and a microphone.
Yeah. So please,
poor people
I
do it.
love that while you're talking, you're hitting your microphone. There's nothing better in the world. Yeah, exactly. Don't. Okay, so it's just more of the same stuff. Get woke, go broke. I love seeing this stuff come out because you just see how vapid this is, how little substance there actually is. I love to see it. I love seeing companies waste money and less people are interested. Like I was seeing some comments like, this is the same thing as Neil Young and Joe Rogan. Like people canceling. Like, fair point. But I'm also not going to support. It's one thing to be a platform, like an actual platform, which Spotify is trying to operate as. Not the YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We're platforms until we publish, and then we're publishers when we want to be, and we're platforms when we want to be. You know, that kind of flip flop, wishy washy thing. But Spotify is saying we're just giving the space. It's that's like it's saying I'm going to sue my TV because they have news stations or they have programs that I don't like.
Ooh, do you think we could do that? I mean, I could use some extra money.
Yeah, I'm going to sue my TV.
Take it to court.
I mean, some people, I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. But it's, I understand the argument they're trying to make, even though that it doesn't make any sense. Because you're arguing that a publisher and a platform are the same thing. No, they are creating this content. They are funding it. They are putting it on their website or their station, whatever. Spotify is just saying, you do you. Like, you are welcome to broadcast on this platform. Either listen or don't. I don't know, but you're directly funding it. Like, you listen to Spotify for free. So, I don't know. Yeah. What a shit show. Another absolute failure that's going to get ratioed into the ground that no one's going to watch, and then people are going to go, they just don't like black people.
Exactly. I was just going to say, they're not going to watch it and people are going to complain and they're just going to say people aren't watching it because they're a bunch of racists. No, people aren't watching it because you're acting like a bunch of racists. And we're supposed to be trying to get past all this shit.
I've brought this up before. It's like the Ghostbusters thing. You shit on the source material. You completely destroy it and rewrite it, and then you make it slapsticky and your jokes are about queefs. Like, I'm not the funniest person in the world by any stretch, but queefs? Like, you guys get paid. You have writers. It's not like just one person said queef jokes. Yes. Oh, it's like fart jokes. It's low hanging fruit. It's just
right. Well, and the funny thing is, like, now, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of there are some funny female comedians. I'm gonna say there's not too many. Sorry, ladies. But again, you dangle for the low hanging fruit, and I'm sitting there watching a bit and think it's really funny, and I'm laughing, and then all of a sudden, but then like the end point is, but I still got my period. Like, neat.
I know.
Right?
Like,
It's like, what? Cool.
Fellow women, menstruation. Am I right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. That's clever.
Menopause. Am I right? Like,
It's
I don't
lame.
know. It's
Lame.
yeah. It's like there's like comedy tropes like, guys, this is what guys do, and let me tell you why relationships are like this. Women do blah, men do blah. Isn't that funny? It's kind of it's kind of like that, and women just talk about, man, I was fucking this guy and he had a small penis. Right? How many women have slept with a guy that has a small dick, micro dick? Ew, it was like a like, okay.
I don't know. It
Cool.
always seems the same, right? Like, unfortunately, that always seems to be their
Amy Schumer.
They're like go-to. Like, it's you got to talk about, I don't know, men's junk because, it's funny.
Fucking yourself. I mean, masturbation.
Master fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it. But and then periods and menstruating, or well, that's the same thing. But you know what I mean? Like, it's always just, and then okay, yeah, then the queef jokes.
Well, to be fair, men can do it too, so.
Well, but the thing is, if a guy were to get up on the stage and he were to talk about farting, like, just to be crude, like, I feel cool. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's
Man,
a time and a
I
place.
farted.
You don't just like throw dumb shit like that in there.
I farted, and when I lifted the blankets over my head and wafted them, right, fellow guys?
Right? You could smell what you had for breakfast yesterday.
Like, no, you gotta sell it a little bit. Like, kind of put me in that mindset. Set up the story. Let me know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's so cliche. And do you like anyone that's a minority? Do you feel pandered to yet?
Right?
Like,
also, do you feel Oh, sorry.
No, carry on, please. Because I'm not pissed off enough already.
Sorry. No. Carry on.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Minorities being pandered to.
No, just do you like being pandered? Do you like the feeling of being exploited for some giant corporation that's just going to move on to something else next month, or the next new hotness, and then you're old and busted. So the thing you're promoting and like Showtime and like the Ghostbuster remake that was nobody liked, and then the director comes out and says, well, it's not about feminism, but it's an all-female production crew. And then when it tanks, she goes, that's because all the people that watched were a bunch of misogynists. Like, no. Actually, I've been getting into a lot more of like understanding cinema. I guess the functionality. No, not the functionality, but more like the behind the scenes type of stuff. Like they were comparing like Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, and then Ghostbusters now. Not the new one, but the one that was queefs and a bunch of dumb bitches.
The Melissa McCartney one.
But,
okay.
Yeah. But it like nowadays it's just they're experts in their field. They know exactly what they're doing. They're amazing at it. They're perfect. They're all Mary Sue's. They do nothing wrong, and they it's like they fail forward. Or it's like slapstick, it's cheap. And instead of like the original where they let things breathe a little bit. That's one thing I've noticed. Movies, they don't breathe. They don't give you time to think. It's just here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this, here's this, and credits. It's like, what the fuck? Did I just watch an ADHD? Is this what ADHD or ADHD feels like?
It is.
Because it's just in your face, go, 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 and conclusion.
Yes. There's so much
you
stimuli that you
can't.
Yeah, exactly. You can't process that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you're done, it's like fast food. It's like, okay, well, I didn't get anything of value out of it, and it's just done.
Right? You're like,
it's disposable movies.
So what about the movie did you really like? Like, oh, did you like the movie? Yeah, it was hilarious. Oh, so what about it did you really like? I don't know. I remember laughing a lot though. But I can't remember about what.
Yeah, like if you turn your brain off. If you turn your brain off, they're fantastic. But all right, so I don't want to spend too much on this, but and I'll just kind of gloss over this a little bit. With WestJet, I'm just hard segueing, or in this case, no diving. Sorry, so WestJet, Air Canada cancel flights, call for travel restriction rollback. So WestJet, this is from the Globe and Mail, has canceled 20% of its flights in March. Cuts from February amid continuing uncertainty that continues to drain demand. Interim Chief Executive Officer Harry Taylor said travel advisories and test requirements were meant to be temporary, but after the 2-year, the industry crisis has come to a head. Echoing demands from Air Canada and Toronto Pearson, blah, 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 WestJet called for randomized tests upon arrival rather than mandatory molecular testing before takeoff and after landing for fully vaccinated international passengers. Canada remains the only G7 country to require pre-departure and on-arrival testing. Since this is where I went, holy shit. Since November, WestJet and budget subsidiary Swoop have canceled nearly over 11,000 trips that they had planned for March, or 48%, nearly half of your business gone. While compared with this plan in mid-October, Air Canada has scrapped almost 17,000, or 41% of the scheduled March flights. So nearly half.
Wow.
And they're going to be asking for a bailout. Again. Yeah, so we're going to foot the bill because, government shut them down, and then government's going to keep them alive. So it's a beautiful thing.
It's
beautiful.
It's one of those things where the government gets to pick and choose who gets to stay open, who gets to have their business. But then it's funny because then when big bad truckers come into town and, they're claiming that, people their economy is going down and stuff like that. Now it's a big, huge deal. Well, just going to say it's okay when you do it, though, right? You're going to pick and choose who gets to stay open, who gets to lose their lives.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you could change this anytime you wanted if you just would have met with them and, pulled up your big boy pants.
Yeah, that would have been incredible, but our government don't do that. They just tell you to shut up and get in line.
Well,
Don't talk.
in all
We only
fairness,
talk to you when we want your money and we want your vote. That's the only time. You're a useful idiot.
in all fairness, there are a lot of people in the government who are giving the gears to Trudeau right now and telling him to grow the hell up and listen to his citizens. So
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
high five
No,
to
that's
all
not
those
gonna
people, though.
Speaking of people that make up a lot of shit, so NASCAR. So if anyone doesn't know, Bubba Wallace is a NASCAR racer. He's the first black guy, if memory serves, the first black guy that hasn't stolen a car to drive it. So he's actually paid to drive it, not just bring it to a chop shop.
Do you think they put him in Grand Theft Auto?
I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, all right. So NASCAR has released images. So this was something that happened last year. So there was a noose put in Bubba Wallace's pit garage, where they keep the cars and stuff for when they arrive. There was a noose found in his hanging from the garage door. The FBI. So for anyone who doesn't know this story, so the FBI was immediately called about this, saying this was ESPN pushed someone hung a noose in a black guy's garage. Like, come on, a little on the nose, don't you think? So the FBI did an investigation immediately, super fast, super quick, And what did they find out? So the noose was real, and the FBI determined that Bubba Wallace, was not the victim of a hate crime, as the noose has been in the garage since October of 2019.
Oh, come
And almost
on.
every other place has that same garage pull down. But my racism, right? My racism. Because I'm black, like I said, you will find racism if you look for it. A bird shits on your car. Well, it's because I'm black. Yeah, sure. Because a bird is just.
Birds are
I
racist,
guess to be fair, birds aren't real. So there's that.
What?
You never heard? I told you that birds aren't real. They were all killed off, and now they're all surveillance drones.
Oh, I think I remember that crazy conspiracy theory now.
Yeah. So after this was completely discredited, ESPN had a big story of how we don't support racism, and black people are oppressed and white people are bad. You're racing cars. I don't know. Like for NASCAR, I don't get it. And then ESPN likes to push a lot of they tried to jump on the racism bandwagon. So what did they do for the 1-year anniversary of a nothing situation?
Did they give him a noose?
They rehashed that same made up story that was completely discredited, and then did like a thing of like black people are oppressed and all this shit.
It would have been funnier if they gave him a noose. I mean, like,
here's
an actual noose for you.
Yeah. No, here's a garage door pull down. Find a tree.
just make a cake.
Because and after this, like a lot of people in NASCAR said, like, I'm done. I'm not interested in this anymore. But so this was from Red Voice Media. I'm fairly certain they're quite right leaning because they say Don Jr. wrecks them. So so around a year ago, the NASCAR world was accused of blatant racism after driver Bubba Wallace found a noose hanging in his garage, sending the media into a frenzy. Wally, yeah, that's her name now. Wally made appearances on Don Lemon, the same guy that jammed his hands down his pants and shoved it in a gay guy's face because he's a wonderful human being.
Oh, that guy. That
Yeah.
was nasty. That was gross.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know, show
it.
and discuss the supposed racism that has somehow spouted and flourished in NASCAR, running with the narrative that Wallace was targeted because he is black. Dozens of FBI agents devoted time and energy to the case. And what did they find out? The racist noose was nothing more than a garage pull-down. So, Project Veritas got some whistleblowers inside of ESPN, and they showed their video on YouTube. If what is depicted in that video is true, it is disgusting. Because there are people, like a lot of people have come out and have said, like, people that I used to get along with are now saying, if you weren't white, you'd do a better job. If you weren't white, you would do a better job. So ESPN is going full fucking balls deep. ESPN is owned by Disney. So, no, I would encourage everyone to go look on the Project Veritas. It was a why? Like, why is ESPN getting in on this? I understand why, because the racism and the division and trying to pander. Do you feel pandered to yet? Do you feel exploited yet?
Everyone's got to jump on the woke train, though.
Well, like I'm not a big sports guy, anyways. Like, I don't really care.
Really, you totally look like you would be.
I would. Well, is it because I'm fat?
No. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. It was an interesting. It was just interesting to see, like, ESPN is leaning into the racism and making a nothing burger, like, trying to turn it into something. I don't know. I don't understand the victim. I don't, and I really try to sympathize with it. I'm really trying. Me, like, personally, I want to, like, actual racism. But when you call everything and anything racism, then the word loses its meaning and it loses any type of impact that it should actually have.
Right?
But yeah, I guess just keep making it up. Keep making it up. And the video, like, it was people that are in, like, production are coming out when we're talking to James O'Keefe about it. But holy fuck. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's so unbelievable. So unbelievable how hard they're pushing this. And out in the open. Like, there are black people that work at ESPN and they are saying, I hear racist shit all the time. It's white people saying that white people are bad. And they're like, I don't understand what's going on here.
Because this is literally, but this is what's going on everywhere. It's going on in schools. It's going on in jobs. Like, you're literally, like, Coca-Cola tells people to be less white. You know what I mean?
Coca-Cola.
Like, Coca-Cola. Sorry, but they're teaching all this shit in school, critical race theory about how the white man is bad and da 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 da. So then kids come home and they think that they're bad because of the color of their skin. Now, I understand. Now, I'm going to say, I understand teaching a child about racism, how it's wrong, good. Yes, that's a good thing because people shouldn't be racist. But teaching a child that, you know, things were made from a racist country, or it was laws were born from race, whatever the fuck you want to say. But teaching a child that they're bad because of the color of their skin, because of mistakes that were made many, 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 many moons ago, that's not okay. We're supposed to be getting past that. We're supposed to
Well,
be
no, it's
learning from it. We're not supposed to now all of a sudden just start, okay, well, we were racist against black people for a long time. So I guess to make it up for them, let's hate white people.
yeah, like I don't know, and it's what I find incredible when they talk about the whole slavery thing. Slavery is alive and well in the world. It is a very prevalent thing in North America. It has an interesting name. It's called trafficking. Is slavery.
100%.
But on YouTube you could literally have slave auctions. There were videos of women being put up for auction on YouTube.
True
But
story.
you dare dead name someone, you're dead. You're dead. Your livelihood gone. But in over in that country, they literally have slavery. I don't see any problem with it. In fact, I encourage. It's cultural differences, right, Joe Biden? It's just cultural differences. It's just a genocide. The Chinese. That's their culture. They just genocide. They just that's what they do. We
Right,
hate white
Trudeau?
people. They hate Muslims.
Yeah. Right, Trudeau? How dare
You
you
know.
call somebody else's culture barbaric?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a cool world. I love it. And in fact, it gets even better. So so one thing I was looking at, and I just typed this in. With the whole trucking convoy thing. So this was an article from Politico, and I'm not going to get into the article. I just searched trucking or violence in trucking convoy. That's it. If it is as bad as it is portrayed, just like COVID was portrayed as bad as it was, you think there would be something, right?
Well, yeah,
Like
you'll
there would
find it.
have to be something. Yeah. Like I just went on Google, so I'm gonna get left leaning stuff. They're gonna paint this in the worst light possible. And that's what I was honestly looking for. What violence occurred there? What violence is occurring everywhere else? Blockades? Okay, I'm not exactly happy with blockades. I'm not. But okay, where's the violence? Ottawa police said that there were instances of violence. GoFundMe canceled it because of violence. Okay, where? I was just honestly, and this is from Politico. Politico, the same shitty organization that fact checks for Facebook. I should say, that gives their opinion for Facebook.
Facts checks.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have this video, and I think you'll have to turn these down because they do be loud
I
though.
already did. Yeah, because I went
Oh.
deaf when I was setting it up. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that was honestly all I was looking for. Where is the violence? Because if there is violence happening, yeah, I would wholeheartedly condemn it. I'm not okay with people hurting people for whatever cause.
Agreed.
But okay, so this first video from Politico, I guess, is like a montage of well, you know what? Let's let the video show it. All right, I'm ready when you are.
I love the
Look
pirate
at
flag.
those violence. violent, terrible human beings.
Freedom.
We want freedom.
This convoy is all about freedom. It's not only with the truck drivers, it's actually for every single person. You, me, buddy down the road, it doesn't matter. It's all about your free choice.
All right, so let's stop it there. So you can see already, this is from Politico. Like I said, I was just looking for what violence occurred. I could not find an article. I tried. And so I wanted to see what's going on. Okay, well, they're asking for freedom for everyone, the choice. Those sons of bitches.
Well,
Violent, disgusting.
in all fairness, you have some people that are saying, well, 64% of Canadians don't want their help. They don't want their help. They want to get back to normal. Which normal is that? The lockdowns, the mandates, that's what you want back? You're cool with that? Right. Because the 40 some odd percent, almost half of all Canadians want this to be done.
Yeah, and that's what I find incredible. And all right, so whatever. It's incredible. So you see how you see the people with Canadian flags, and they're asking for freedom. How sad. We're so much of a pussy country. Please, sir, can I have my freedoms back? Please. Oh, okay. How about a Tim's card? I'll give you a Tim's card. I'll give you a Tim's card. Can I have my freedoms back with what? No?
No.
All right. Okay.
No.
All right. So let's continue. Let's continue with this. Crazy. Look at those violent animals.
Did you see that? Some of them were wearing masks.
Yeah.
Sketchy. Hot
Look
pink
at
too.
the smiling, they're hugging, high fives.
Not be mandated to take vaccines.
And all mandates. I will say that the honking and everything is a little.
Well, it did stop. I mean,
should be a
it's
personal
illegal now.
choice.
Yeah, they didn't have a choice. Honk, honk. See, I'm. Like, look at that, dancing in the street, flying flags.
Some of us haven't slept. We need just like 12 hours.
We just need 12 hours. We need to sleep.
Please. Just one day.
Dan, I'm not leaving until the mandates are gone.
Not gonna
Oh my
end.
God,
See how?
Until they
so
do
young.
something, it's not gonna end.
Yeah.
Organizers.
Look at.
Oh my God, did you see that? They had a bouncy castle.
themselves with all of
Yeah.
Hold on,
All
I'm
right,
pausing
so this
it.
is.
They had a bouncy castle for the kids, those bastards.
Oh, and you seen the police were walking around there. Not like Chaz Chop, where they literally forced the police out.
Yeah.
Not like that. They're saying, "Come on in, come on in. We're all brothers and sisters. We're all Canadians."
Well, and
And
what
then
did
Omar.
Sorry, I was going to say,
What?
and what did they do when the cops were there taking away their firewood, taking gas cans literally right off the back ends of trucks? Was there violence? Was there an outcry? Well, yeah, they're like, what are you doing? But they stood there and let them do it because it's a peaceful protest.
Well, and what I found funny is that injunction, the stealing, the taking of fuel. Well, the courts ruled that they can't do that. So it's interesting that there's the concern about children, that the children are in danger. But we're going to take any source for them to keep them warm in the winter. So yeah, take the fuel away, which was stored in like cages.
Yeah. Which
was partitioned off.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I know. They kept it locked away from people. Yeah, that's bad.
They had saunas, and people were saying they're building saunas. Those are unlawful structures. They should be torn down. It's not like they're saying, hey, if you're this color, you get this sauna, and if you're this color, you get that sauna.
Right? Well, not only that,
But,
you'd see
okay.
things, they were on top of people's trailers. That would literally be like if you were there right now with our trailer and you decided to build something on top of our trailer, guess what? It's our property. It's our trailer. It's not on the street or whatever. And I'm not saying that none of these were on streets because I really don't know. But the ones that I did see were on the backs of people's trailers. So who gives a shit? Like, honestly. But again, that's the thing too, is that I had heard that they were literally calling like I don't know what they call it out there, but they're like their version of CFS that we have in Manitoba. They were calling them and they were having them walk around because of all the kids and stuff that are there. But like you just said, they're taking away gas or fuel, whatever, to heat the vehicles. And they're taking away their fire, their food, stuff like that. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So you're purposely...
And now they're taking their money.
And they're trying to take their kids because, well, their kids aren't being taken care of because we took everything away from you. Sorry.
Yeah.
What? No,
it's a war. It's a war of attrition. All right. So let's listen to what Omar Algebra. Oh, this idiot. All right. I'll back it up a little bit. So what he has to say.
And their commitment to overthrowing the government.
They've discredited themselves.
Past statements and current statements about that are hateful, that are racist, that are scary.
I call on the federal government to step in. This is federal jurisdiction.
All right, so we can stop it there at 1:45. Isn't that crazy? The hateful rhetoric, and what were the two photos they used?
Of course,
a swastika
one Nazi
and a Confederate flag. Yeah.
The only two
How
flags.
weird. Okay. So I think that makes the point. So you can see on the freedom side, people are flying Canadian flags. There's a lot of people that are happy. They don't. And like I said, I'll reiterate. Search it. If you find something where they say like, "Hey, there's shootings, there's gang rapes." There was one instance, and I brought this up before, of an apartment being lit on fire. That's some Antifa tactic. I don't know about this, but I can be proven wrong. It is just an assumption, and you know what assumptions make you? Horny. All right, so let's look at this. So this was one from Rebel News, and obviously they're more right-leaning conservative. But you know what? I was looking for the same thing. What about violence for counter-protesters? And this is what I found. So this isn't too long. Of course, everything we talk about will be in the description. In fact, we have some supplemental information if you want to do some reading. So this isn't a long one. This is only 35 seconds. So this is a 19-minute long video.
Oh, okay. Because I was just like, which video are you on? Because when I'm looking at it's long.
Yeah. So this is just for 35 seconds, just to get the point across.
Okay.
All right. So beautiful already starts. What a beautiful human being.
Sir, were you just assaulted by this individual? What happened?
She banged her drum.
Yeah.
Calling me white supremacist.
You're assaulting people, kicking vehicles, and they're just trying to go to a parking lot.
Look, they're blocking the road.
Are making this not peaceful.
Just let this guy go.
People are trying to get through.
Hi guys, how are you? How are you? Oh.
What a beautiful human being.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Yeah, fuck racism, fuck white people. Damn. Okay, so again, it's an 18-minute long video, and
look how mad
so
they are.
You have that other video queued up. So again, one side is talking about freedom, and we just want the freedom of choice. What happened to the leftists saying my body, my choice? Believe all women, the Me Too, the Pussy Riot, or Pussy. What was that stupid group called? The Pussy Hat, the cat fucking people. What the hell was that movement called? The Flappy Lip Brigade? What was it called?
I don't know. Are you talking about the old ladies? The purple hats.
No,
what are you talking about?
the women, the pink hats. They were wearing there, and they all had like pussycat ears on them. It was like the Pussy Brigade or Pussy something about cats.
Sound like pussies.
But well,
did you see that? Hold
like
on. There is this, before we go into that, I'm just, this video was paused here. Do you see this sign this guy is holding here? Go home, crybabies. Wow. It's just right where I paused it at 51 seconds. The guy's holding up a sign that says, go home, crybabies. That's nice.
I stand with healthcare workers. I stand with social responsibilities. And then the person next to her says, fuck racism, fuck white supremacy. Isn't it? Do you see the difference? Do you see the one side that Trudeau is supporting? Is that?
Which is funny.
The side that is violent and hateful and divisive rhetoric.
Yes.
Was the one saying freedom of choice. Oh. So. Yeah. And you see that as soon as the semi comes through, people are cheering and clapping, and then you have the counter protesters that are like, I need my vegan cum because I'm a bitch. I don't know. I don't know what vegans eat. They're so weak. That's why they. But in a mass, like in a large group, vegans are dangerous. Like anything in a large group. But like a person that eats like a fat person diet versus one of them, like it's like a 4-to-1. Like. You need 4 vegan Antifas to fight one normal person, you know?
Nobody else on here that's listening has ever heard Tyler sneeze, but he has got one hell of a monster sneeze. And I bet one of your sneezes could blow over one of those vegans. Just knock them right to the ground. I didn't know where you were going with
that. Okay, so let's look at the epitome. So they like I said, I tried to find the bad. I want the worst of the worst. That is what I'm looking for. Because if that's happening, okay, that will change my mind. Then I will not support this group. Didn't see it. But what did we immediately see on the counter protesters on the other side? In Vancouver. I used to deliver around that area. If I was working in Vancouver on a Saturday and I had to go to the docks on Border Street, I can't remember, is that Van Term? Yeah, the Van Term docks. Every single Saturday, someone was protesting something about something. It never failed. If it was a Saturday, it's protest day. It's really what you should have just called it. Fuck Saturday, it's protest day.
I like it.
So, all right, let's. So this is a clip that I seen from Louder with Crowder. You got it. Finally got it working.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll play that, and we'll see what an apps. So let's look at the worst. So if they're gonna say that that's the worst, let's actually see the worst. How do I work this thing? Can you still see me?
Yeah, you're sideways now.
I'm sideways?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Right then I won't do that.
Well, in all fairness, you're not going to see us anyway while I'm playing the video.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
So, where did it go? All right, I am ready when you are.
He made them come up with a vaccine that is from God to us. And we must say thank you, God.
Governor of New York.
Thank you. And I
It's
wear
like they
my
idolize it.
Necklace all the
It's like
time
they
to say,
idolize
I'm vaccinated.
vaccines?
All of you.
They've idolized
yes, I know
Pfizer?
You're vaccinated. You're
I got my necklace.
But you know there's people out there who aren't listening to God and what God wants.
Look at that band practice.
The podlings are playing music.
Governor, where's your mask?
We're all make a choice.
Look around you, Governor. You're in Alexandria.
Read the room.
Read the room, buddy.
Oh my gosh, she's got
Could you
some
just
anger.
please apologize for, for your white privilege?
What? Apologize for your white privilege?
About racism, anti-blackness, or violence.
I thought we were doing
Look
the
at
wave.
that motto. Mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful, right?
I will use my voice in the most uplifting way possible.
Isn't that crazy to see? A black person is telling a white person to kneel.
It's large in this country.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible to see? Look at those brave, peaceful
There's definitely
protests.
a fire here.
You think?
Not an insurrection, by the way.
No.
Okay, so pause it there.
That's Moscow.
Pause it when you've seen all those Democrats kneeling.
Yeah, I was just
All right.
at it.
So, you know what those scarves are? Those scarves were a sign of slavery.
What?
That's what those scarves were. Oh, let's look at World Tribune. The Ashanti scarf. The group of Democrats knelt for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Oh, and why 8 minutes and 46 seconds? The duration, a Minneapolis police officer held his knee on the neck of George Floyd. If the government isn't great at one thing, they make a production out of everything.
Sucking other people's dicks.
Yeah. Posted a video telling Democrats to stop virtue signaling by wearing African cloth in the Capitol. Excuse me, Democrats. Don't treat Africans like we're children. These fabrics and these colorful things that we have within our culture and tradition, they all mean something to us. I know you look at us and you say, oh, Africans are so cute in all your colorful dresses. Well, some of those dresses and patterns or colors and fabrics actually do mean something to us.
I know when I see black people in colorful things, I'm definitely like, oh, you're so cute. Fuck.
Yeah. So the Kint, let's see, where is it? But no, yeah, they were used as a sign for racism, like for actual slavery. So, just a bunch of tone deaf pandering. Oh, she is such a I look at her and I just think like she's just evil. She's just a mean, creepy, fucking weirdo. Like, how does something that fossilized in the world? How does that thing exist?
Fossilized. Well, I mean, we do still have dinosaurs walking the earth, so I guess she's one of them.
Oh, fuck she ever. All right, so we only got like 10 seconds left, so let's continue.
That's Moscow.
Yeah, all made of Cosby sweaters.
Everything in my power to educate my community.
Oh.
Thank you, George Floyd.
Sorry. I guess I cut it off half second too early. But she says, thank you for sacrificing your life for justice. For justice.
I don't think he signed up for that. I'm pretty sure when he woke up that morning, he was like, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to do something really different. Yeah.
I'm going to be a martyr.
Sacrifice my life for injustice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this. And they say I'd never amount to anything. I'll prove them wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna plunge this whole country into like a civil war. I'm gonna cause such a race issue. My life, I've done so much bad in my life. My last hurrah is gonna be this. It's gonna be the ultimate sacrifice under the knee of a cop.
Yeah. Yep. That was
Yep.
He made the right decision, I feel. He really proved his point there.
So let's see. The Ashanti tribe. People of Ghana and I don't know, some other shitty place in Africa. Yesterday, Democrats wore Kent scarves, not down in their photo op. So check this out. Kent cloth were worn by the Ashanti. It's made of silk of the affluent war. The Ashanti were also known as slave owners and traders. Oops. At least you know what the Democrat. At least they wear their racism around their neck.
They sure did.
They don't hide it. They don't hide their racism. They put it in plain sight,
and in bright colors. The only thing that would have made it even better is if they would have done it like in a
Justin Trudeau blackface.
No, like a flesh colored rope. That they could have just tied around their neck, so then it wouldn't fall off.
Oh, you mean like the Juicy Smollett? The Noose and
yeah.
They had Subway, dude. If they had Subway, they had those slave trader scarves, and a noose. They would have gotten all of it done at once.
Yep.
They could have pandered to every single racial issue, kneeled for 8. Dude, I will give them commitment to their show, their showmanship. I'm not kneeling for 8 minutes for nothing. Unless it's I don't know, a deep dish pizza?
I like that you're talking about you kneel for a pizza, but not someone's life. It's just not as tasty.
Well, I don't know. I'm not. What was that? Reza Aslan. I'm not him. So I'm not. I don't know. I've never eaten humans, so I don't know. I've never done it.
Now, don't get us wrong here, people. It's just jokes, okay? We don't think anybody deserved to die. No. It's just jokes.
No, I think if someone that sticks a gun in a pregnant woman's stomach and threatens to pull the trigger while they rob her, I don't think you're a good human being. Maybe a fringe idea, might be a little unpopular opinion, but I think sticking a gun in someone's stomach, or should I say, a they's stomach, because women and men can get pregnant too now. So, in someone's pregnant stomach and threatening to shoot them.
Hold on.
No.
Did you just say men can get pregnant now?
Of course they can.
Is this some Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
It used to be, but men can be women. You know what I find incredible?
I haven't drank enough for that.
Men are so good, are so much better than women. We even beat women at being women. That's how shitty women are.
I know. Have you seen RuPaul or Blair White? Fuck yeah, they're hotter than I am. Those legs.
I don't know who RuPaul is.
You don't know who RuPaul is? RuPaul is like
to be fair,
drag queen.
I don't give a shit. Whoa.
You should give a shit. It's RuPaul.
There, how's that? I don't care. Okay, so with that little video from Rebel News, so I pulled up an article from Vancouver is awesome. I think you're a little tone deaf there. Just a little.
Is awesome.
Okay, so what ended up being the result from that little anti-vaccine mandate counter-protest? A 29-year-old man was arrested near Robson and Burrard Street after VPD officers observed him wearing a balaclava and pulling a wagon full of egg cartons. The man, a U.S. citizen, he not only crossed state lines, he crossed international borders, who had a sheath knife tied to his belt and 2 eggs in his jacket pocket. Kyle Rittenhouse him. Come on, you guys got to have some kind of standard. You said Kyle crossed state lines. He crossed international lines. Fucking terrorist.
Now, what do you think he did more damage with, or could do more damage with, the knife or the eggs?
Probably by damage, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, was he going to dirty someone's car? Oh, you bastard! You got me.
I don't know.
What
That's what
is
I'm
he
just
going to
trying
do
to
with the
figure out.
knife? I
Like,
don't know.
he's
They're too weak.
he's got a knife and eggs. Like, those are just some really interesting weapons he decided to choose.
Smuggle?
Yeah.
Smuggle into Canada. All right, so let's look at another one. So a 29-year-old man was arrested after he stood in the middle of the road, told a driver in the protest convoy to go back to the valley, and started trying to push a vehicle backwards. You dumbass. You're so... Antifa, why are you so dumb? It's mechanical. It doesn't care that you're flesh. In fact, it's probably good that you're flesh, because you just get in the way.
Oops, speed bump.
Okay. All right, so VPD officers tried to calm the man down. You can't calm vegans down. And repeatedly encouraged him to leave the roadway. However, officers were forced to arrest him when his behavior threatened to incite onlookers. Okay, a 57-year-old man was arrested for mischief after he was seen kicking vehicles near Burrard and Davie Street. Remember, these are the same people Justin Trudeau supports. He supports this. Not the people that were smiling. So just remember those two images. People smiling, people cheering, bouncy castles for the children, food, people offering things. And then what do you have on the other side?
Eggs, knives, kickies.
Buildings being burned, $2 billion in insurance damage, burning of cities. I don't know. A 30-year-old man was arrested when Vancouver VPD officers observed him walking through a crowd of protesters and challenging people to fights. You soy boys, you can't fight. You only you do like the Berkeley bike lock basher. You hide in a group and then you hit and then run away because you're a pussy.
It'll be like
super pussy.
Stuart from Mad TV. Just stop it. Stop.
All right, and the last arrest, a 28-year-old man was arrested for mischief near Nelson and Burrard Street after witnesses flagged down VPD officers and reported he was throwing eggs.
That's murder. That's a bunch of baby chickens that he's killing there. Ugh.
Well, yeah, you know that I didn't think of that. Those doubles, they'll use them for weapons of war, but they won't eat them.
No. Which is funny because you would think vegans would all about the animal rights and love and stuff like that. But yet the first thing that they choose to fight with is a chicken that wasn't fully fertilized. Yeah.
Okay, so that was just from that little Vancouver protest that we showed a little clip. What?
Sorry. I don't know why this popped in my head, probably because I'm fucked up. But I was just thinking, like, could you imagine? Like, honey, can I please have some of those eggs that you're just getting rid of anyway? I want to go throw them at someone. Like,
yeah. But they complain about, that they don't have enough money. And it's funny when you see their GoFundMes. So we had GoFundMe raised $10 million for the convoy. That got shut down. They had GiveSendGo raised almost another $9 or $10 million. Sorry, M. Oh, that was threatened to shut down. You've seen all the leftists. They don't have any money. They raised $50,000 in like 6 months. Like, what are you? Why are you guys so poor? You know what you should do? You should go get a job. And I bet when you actually have a job, like a real job, not this, not this, I work on OnlyFans and show my asshole to a bunch of creepy old men and sell my farts in jars. Like,
how dare you? Do you not know who I think I am? Tell me to go get a job.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. So, All right, so let's add another stick to the proverbial city fire. So a suspect in Manitoba, there was someone smashed into or ran over the anti-mandate protesters.
Oh, they sure did.
Did I not bring up how much you want to bet it was Antifa? How much?
Oh, yeah. And Kim sure found out that it sure was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was interesting. They aren't charging this as a hate crime.
Why would they? It's Antifa.
Isn't like that their whole shtick? Like fighting people? Isn't fighting like a hate? Don't you fight with those you hate?
Yeah, you'd think so.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this. That's David Alexander Zegarac, 42, of Headingley, Manitoba, allegedly sped off in his Jeep Patriot to try to escape after an accident last Friday, which injured 4 people and was caught on camera. Zegarac ran multiple lights and resisted arrest when he finally was caught around 40 minutes later, according to Winnipeg police. Zegarac is well known as the frontman and vocalist of several Antifa punk bands since the early 2000s, most notably Brat Attack. Very clever name, by the way.
Hold on. They went the route of like Green Day and Offspring. They were like the underground, and then they stayed the underground, but then they just sold out. So it's like they didn't even sell out, because normally you have to be like famous and good, yeah, to sell out. Like you didn't even you just went from I started a band, sold out. You didn't do any of the, you didn't get a following, have a message, tour the world, spread culture, and then sell out. And then obviously the final step, like Neil Young and I don't know, all those other people that probably should have died like 20 years ago, but for some reason, miracles of medicine, they're still around.
Yeah.
And then, so you sell out, and then you turn on the fans that supported the music and the message, the underground, the alternative. You just went from starting in a band in a garage to selling out.
Yeah.
How do you... Man. Okay.
Anyway.
All right, continue.
So he was vocal about his, we're hearing it again, veganism.
Of course. Yeah. He's a fat fuck too. He's not small. He's fucking fat. How many vegans does this fucker eat? How much deep fried bullshit do you eat? Well, you can only eat so much bannock. Like, honestly, you can only eat so much bannock to be that fat. Like, obviously, I'm no God. I don't have an Adonis fucking body. But I'm not going to sit here and tell people, well, I think you should. There, how about I think you should eat plants. Plants will make you healthy. That's what I do. Like, come on, man. Veganism and a radical anarchist politics.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, but when I think punk band, that's what I always think about is,
Vegans?
Singing about veganism. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Animals taste like shit.
Yeah.
Throw politicians in a combine.
Okay, anyway.
So I don't, for anyone that doesn't know, there is a lot of death that happens with eating a vegan diet. Like, you aren't aware of the amount of animals that get killed to have your shitty soybeans. You have no idea how many little ground nesting birds, little animals that die. Because when those combines come and they come chop up your shitty soy tofu bullshit, They kill everything. Look at a farmer's field. And I know, okay, hold on, vegans. So there's these things called farms. So,
What's that?
well, I guess I shouldn't just say vegans. Antifa. There are these places called farms. So what they do at these farms is the food that's in the supermarket. A supermarket is where you exchange paper for goods. It's a trade medium. Paper, like money, it's called money. It's a trade medium to acquire goods. So you're paying for somebody's service. All right, anyways.
Anyway, so okay. So homeboy here is
I was going to say I was still explaining. I was oversimplifying what a grocery store is. So a farm is where your food is grown. So food comes from the ground. What the fuck you? Comes from the ground, and then this stuff has to grow. And then they harvest it. So harvesting is when you actually take the product out of the ground, and then you sell it in a store. So, yep. That's my okay, carry on.
Are you sure? Okay, anyway. So homeboy here, punk banding it out, singing against veganism and radical anarchist politics. However, in 2015, the record label Rebel Time Records dropped the group because of multiple accusations of sexual assault and rape against Zegarac. One of his anonymous accusers said she was only 13 when he allegedly groomed her and raped her. Police said he does not have a criminal history in Manitoba, though he has also lived in British Columbia and Newfoundland.
Okay, so hold on. Kenosha, you couldn't shoot an AR-15 without hitting a pedophile. Like you just start brand. Ow, fuck! I just punched my thumb. Ow! You start swinging an AR-15 and you just let off random shots, and you're hitting pedophiles left, right, and center.
Yeah, where's Kyle when you need him?
Jesus.
Right.
And here we go. Another Antifa, surprise, surprise, is a rapist.
And pedophile.
Is a child rapist?
Yeah, well, she was 13,
okay.
Dude. Okay.
Hey, man, old enough to bleed, old enough to breed, right? Right, fellow Antifa, am I right? Fuck the patriarchy. I gotcha.
I think I just threw up my mouth. Anyway, so 2000,
yeah, we're gonna get kicked off.
So, right, way to go. So 2015, that was
with that comment. Shut the fuck up. So with that comment, we're on Rumble, we're on Spotify. You hit the Rumble button on Spotify. Leave a review, especially after that comment, because we're off YouTube. So yeah, all right. Continue with his musical prowess.
Okay, so homeboy here was how old did they say? 42. Okay, so this was 7 years ago that he had groomed and raped a 13-year-old. So gross. Anyway, I mean it's gross at any age, but just, ew. Anyway, okay. So he also lived in British Columbia, Newfoundland. Zegarac's music is extremely political and often featured violent extremist themes consistent with the subgenre of anti-fascist punk. One of the tracks from Brad Attack was written about the former Conservative Prime Minister, Stephen Harper, titled, "Hey Harper, you anti-choice homophobe. I'm guessing it's supposed to say fucking die. It includes the lyrics, "This is a class war, you rich right fucks. Ruling class is shit out of luck.
Shit out of luck.
Your God is fucking dead. I shot him in the head." Oh, clever. That was really good.
Aww.
I see the little rhyme there. That's good. That's nice.
Okay, here. Okay, this is straight off the dome piece. Okay, so we have to talk about white people and class war, and then God being dead.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Where does the rabbit food come in? After he shot him in the head, he chowed down on some rabbit food till
Vegan
he was
bread?
fed. I don't fucking know. Anyway, on
Wow.
DeviantArt, Zegarac posted Antifa art under the username Davy Brat. Oh my god, he's super clever, by the way. Brat Attack sounds so lame. That reminds me of Saved by the Bell Zack Attack. Anyway,
Where do you think you got it from?
probably, right? Way to go, Antifa, dude. Watching Saved by the Bell. You're so cool. One illustration uploaded in 2011 shows an Antifa member in black hurling a firebomb. Zegarac's YouTube channel features his music and performances. A song from 7 years ago is called Bash the Fash. Sorry, they're just so clever. They're making my eyeballs roll. And the video features an Antifa black and red flag logo. You don't say. On Zegarac's,
Oh, you mean like the Canadian Anti-Hate Network?
Yeah, that, pump the fist. Yeah. On Zegarac's Facebook, he has mocked anti-mandate protesters, and in one post from November 2020, wrote, "I don't know why folk are hating on masks. I love mine." I can imagine what his look like. Anyway.
Yeah, it's probably. I can't say that one.
Yeah. With the revelation of Zegarac's name and his deep roots in Canada Antifa punk scene, Antifa supporters who know him are going into damage control. Winnipeg punks, whose current avatar on Facebook is crossed out truck.
Is a crossed out truck released a statement distancing from themselves. So I was looking at I read their response, and they said, like, this guy's been a piece of shit for fucking years. And you know what? Okay, then I would side with you guys. Like, I'm not totally incredulous. I don't think anyone's unavailable of some type of reprieve, and oh right, my know-it-all language. Sorry. Oh well. No, but well, the statements that they had made, that we've discussed this person before, and he doesn't represent us, and they're apparently they're more like kind of like the punk of like misfits and that type of stuff. That's how they're trying to portray themselves. But okay, I mean, he sounds like a pleasant individual, real Me Too kind of guy. Z. Sorry. I don't want to misgender. Although you're so fat.
Yeah, I just
You're so fat. Come on.
I just pulled up with a picture.
You're someone that performs.
What are you talking about?
Come on. I have an excuse. I bring your stupid fucking food to your fucking face. Come on, man. I at least have an excuse for being fat. I know Bannock is pretty good, though. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Bannock is pretty good.
I don't know that shit.
So is Listerine.
That shit that Debbie makes, those doughboys. Oh, fuck yes. I don't know if you're listening.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're listening to this, Debbie, or not. But fuck, I love those doughboys. I could literally get an extra ass cheek just from those doughboys. So good.
All right, so on that, all right, so let's get into this, and so this is just the last little thing. So the Ontario court. So this was from the Canadian or the Communist Broadcasting Corporation. So it says Ontario court freezes access to funds raised for protest convoy on GiveSendGo platform. So the Supreme Court of Justice has granted a request from the Ontario government to freeze access to millions of dollars donated through online fundraising platform GiveSendGo to the trucker convoy protesting COVID-19 restrictions in Ottawa and at several border crossings. Also on Thursday, representatives of the Ontario government declined a third invitation to participate in trilateral talks to deal with ongoing anti-vaccine mandate protests. So, again, instead of talking with them, they said no. So GiveSendGo posted on Twitter, know this, Canada has absolutely zero jurisdiction over how we manage our funds here at GiveSendGo. All funds for every campaign on GiveSendGo flow directly to the recipients of those campaigns, not least of which is the Freedom Convoy campaign.
Yes. High five, GiveSendGo. Tell them right where to shove it.
It's so this is something, and I was thinking about this. So the people that and obviously I'm sure you can see the comment that I had written here was, so those supporting the vaccine mandate seem to be those feeling entitled to say, I don't want to give up what I have, while those fighting it are saying, I have nothing left to lose. And that is a lot what this vaccine or what these mandates have done, is the people that can't do it are being either forced out of their work. People that are already struggling are struggling even worse, assuming they haven't just checked out altogether and given up.
Well, it's not
I don't
even
know.
just the mandates. I mean, you have to think of the past 2 years, the trauma that so many people have, almost all of us have endured. I mean, you think about all those businesses that went under. Okay. So
Yeah.
there's so many people that are at that convoy right now that I don't think people really realize or understand. But there's so many people, when you watch like live stuff on the convoy or interviews and stuff like that, so many of them are saying, I have nothing left to lose. I lost my business. I lost this. I lost that. Da 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 da. Literally, this is all I have left. And I'm going to fight for it. The last little thing that I have or that's being taken away, which is my freedom. And I want it back. I have nothing left to lose. And that is so sad. And then you have some pampered little, I don't know, sure, let's call him a brat. Spoiled little brat up there whose ego is bigger than and darker than his blackface, that he won't even give anybody the time of day to have a conversation or to listen to other members of the parliament members who were telling him to grow up and listen to his citizens. He refuses to. And it's actually kind of funny because during that whole debate thing, what did he do? What did he do?
Walked away.
He
left.
walked out. He walked out. So when the truckers
That
came,
is our leader.
Yeah. When the truckers came, he ran away and hid. And I don't care, all you people out there who are sitting there saying, well, he had COVID. He had to da-da-da-da-da. No. He ran away before he got COVID. And guess what? What are we doing this on right now? Hi. We're doing everything through internet because so many people are working from home right now. So you know what? If he actually cared, he could have had a Zoom meeting or a Teams meeting or whatever the fuck that it is that the members of parliament are using to have meetings. He could have had something done online with the truckers, with the convoy people. And you know what?
Well,
had a conversation.
Well, even in Parliament, when the opposition party were addressing him and basically saying, "Hey, it's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to go and meet these people," he walked out of Parliament. He left. He feels he is above scrutiny. He is so perfect.
He is a
that like. I'll say this. If the shoe was on the other foot, regardless of what your political leaning is, and you know what? I have shit on both sides. I told, Aaron O'Toole, he is a flip-flopper. Last thing he is consistent on, I don't know, probably his track record on flip-flopping. That's the most consistent he is that he is absolutely inconsistent.
Yeah.
I have shit on a lot of conservatives, especially, like, I told my MP, I said, I will not be voting for you because you guys don't talk about anything. You just say why Trudeau is so bad. You don't bring anything. You aren't engaging anything. You're not saying, I like where that's going. I want to see more of it. I didn't vote for them.
Now,
All they're saying is, I'm not Trudeau. Cool. What are you going to do? What are you
Right.
looking at implementing? Oh, nothing. Just, I'm not Trudeau. I'm Trudeau, but I'm going to create programs that are the exact same thing, but they're not a tax, even though they're exactly a tax. But they're not a tax. Okay. You don't have any scruples. You don't have any morals. Okay. You have nothing to engage people, nothing to unify, nothing to get people interested. It's just how much more can we fuck people over? And you're no better. And I will shit on the liberals because the narrative and the narrative that they push is these convoys are, look at the hateful and destructive rhetoric and they're violent. And again, if there is video of it, please, you figure the corporations, the mainstream media that has pushed these ideas, has planted this, you figured they would jump on any chance. Nothing. And this is on Google. I made sure to use Google.
What are you talking
Nothing?
about? They're literally holding on to 2 fucking flags.
Ugh.
That's all they keep talking about. Even when the freaking spoiled little brat decided to stand up and talk before he walked away and ran away like a little bitch again. That's all he started talking about again. It was the freaking flags. Two. And they weren't even the truckers. The truckers told them to go away. Bye-bye. You're not from us. Get out.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So with that, all right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really nervous that there's I don't know. I keep hearing rumblings that they're going to be going in and shutting a lot of people down. And I don't know. You see videos of people who are showing like a building and stuff that they're going to be taking these people to, and they're trying to get their vehicles. Like they're really trying to crack down and get these guys out of there. And I really hope that it doesn't come to that. I really hope that this guy will actually.
Which guy?
Fucking Trudeau. He'll actually just fucking grow the hell up and listen.
Oh, okay, no, Trudeau he's irrelevant. Honestly, he's irrelevant. He really is. You have to win public perception. You have to, okay, you know what? And I said, honking all fucking day probably isn't the best idea to try and garner local support. Obviously, you're going to piss people off and they're going to say, I don't care, just go away. You've now turned people against you. And I understand they're supposed to be loud, they're supposed to be disruptive. That's what protests are supposed to be. But the local populace doesn't get behind you. You have to be peaceful. You have to make the police look bad. That is exactly what Antifa does. They'll throw bricks, they'll throw Molotov cocktails, they'll do stuff to the police. And then when the police come and swoop in, what do they show? It's all these reels of police arresting innocent protesters, nonviolent protesters. So it paints the police in a bad light. People turn on the police. It's all about perception. So the police obviously have to do something like creating some type of instigation, some type of event to try and provoke so that they know, because all the police know, they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk. Politicians just go, well, I said it, therefore it is so. But until someone says, I don't agree, that doesn't, okay. Only it's so clean and it's simple. Someone's violent, break it up. Bring in the police. Bring in the RCMP. Because now they're violent. So you have to be peaceful. You have to be so unbelievably patient. And the fact that this has been going on for 11 days, well, 12
Longer
days?
than that now. It
The
started
29th?
last Saturday. Or, yeah. The 29th was Saturday.
So the fact that this has been going on for almost 12 days now, there hasn't been some big incident. People aren't violent. So it's basically like a block party. But you have to keep that. Get the locals on your side. Let the news spin what they want. So I don't know. All right, with that,
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Thanks everybody who stuck around to the end. If you're new here, hopefully we'll see you again and you will hit the subscribe button. Everybody else, thanks for hanging out with us today. It is Casual Friday, which I didn't even get to do earlier. So to those who's going to miss it, hope everyone had a great week. Check us out on our socials. You can listen to us at all the places that are in the description box below. Have a fantastic week, everybody, and stay strong. Keep fighting. Bye.